Alrighty, Reddit insanity, where people post the dumbest things they can possibly think of onto Reddit. I'm Michael.
I'm Noah.
Let's start. First one is by Sock Without a Shoe.
Oh, that sounds fucking disgusting.
I know. A shoe without a sock, too. Sweaty feet and just your shoes.
Yeah, I hate
No
that.
sock. I'm good. All right, this person puts, I knew the risk, but it was convenient. I've been sitting in the fridge for a week. I figured at worst I'd get diarrhea, but lunch was lunch. About 2 by 10, I realized that the sandwich didn't even taste very good. The pickles were totally dehydrated and were practically translucent.
Kill us.
The chicken itself looked gray. I didn't have to finish the sandwich, but I told myself it wouldn't be a big deal and I'd eat it anyway. Well, now I'm on the toilet. I'm pooping, but have the trash can nearby so I can throw up at the same time. I don't know why I ate the sandwich. It was not worth it. I intentionally didn't tell my spouse I was going to eat it because I know they'd tell me that this was a stupid idea. For some reason, I really wanted to see this through, so cheers, and do not eat old chicken sandwiches from Chick-fil-A.
I had a chicken wrap from Taco Bell that was 2 days old.
Oh.
Built like a tank. I fucking tank.
Oh, it didn't hurt you?
Nah.
Yeah, when you grow up poor, your stomach is ironclad.
Goddamn steel clad.
Next one is by Helpful Return 8355. This person puts, this happened this morning, and I still felt like an idiot. We were organizing the house, and my girlfriend's mom popped by. After some chatting, she asked if she could help with anything, as her day was freed up. I looked around the house and then said, yeah, if you want to make yourself useful and put up all the shoes out from the rack.
That didn't sound, that was like the worst way to say that.
She stopped.
If you want to make yourself useful.
She stopped, completely flabbergasted, and stared at me for a few seconds. I stared back at her because I could sense that something was clearly wrong, but I had no idea what. I think that she could tell I had no idea and asked me, how often do you tell people to make themselves useful? Turns out that it's actually a rude thing to say.
No.
And not a single person in my life has ever corrected me on it. Y'all, I say this all the time. So many people probably think I'm an asshole. For context, my dad is a stereotypical blue-collar born in the sticks kind of guy. So growing up, he would always say, go make yourself useful and insert activity. I always thought it was just some sort of quirky way of telling somebody to do something. In fact, I even thought I was being polite. I've suddenly been flooded by years of delayed embarrassment and will never be saying this phrase again.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey, can you go make yourself useful?
Make me a turkey sandwich. Rye.
We were just talking about Boogie earlier. This one's from Boogie 07.
Probably am.
Trying to get some clout. So this person puts, long story short, I was at my local Dollar General and saw a crate full of discounted canned goods, like 30 cents a can. The flavor sounded awesome. I was like, hell yeah. Rachel surely knows how to dish up some good food.
Yeah.
I always take my food to work to save money. Fast forward, it's the middle of the day and I'm eating the Rachel Ray chicken and veggies. So proud of myself for eating lunch for 30 cents. Coworker comes into the office and freaks out and asks me why I'm eating dog food. I had no idea. I had no idea and started throwing up. Now I have to go to work every day while everyone makes fun of me for eating dog food and also being stupid.
How many days was he eating dog food?
Apparently. I have to just keep typing for the mods, but this is the end of the story. I threw away all the other cans, especially the beef and cheese, which unfortunately I was looking forward to.
Damn.
Because Rachel Ray obviously has that dog food company.
Well, shit.
She doesn't make regular food. Like she doesn't have anything in the stores that's like human food.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's dog food. Because she had that pit bull that she used to feed all the time. Like on the show itself.
I don't remember. I don't have no idea who Rachel Ray is.
It's one of those celebrity TV chefs. She's been around forever. But yeah, she made a dog food brand because she was trying to feed dogs healthier stuff that's not like just bone meal trash, basically. So she tried to make something that she loved her pit bull so much that she tried to make good food for dogs. And this person did.
Must have been that good.
That's fucking great.
Dog food so good, you'll eat it.
That'd be a good slogan, actually. Alrighty. Next one is by Inevitable Audience 61. This person puts, Obligatory. I don't know why they always do this, but obligatory. This didn't happen today. But I've been dying to be able to tell this story, and I can never let anyone I know in real life find out the truth.
My real name is, and I live here.
A few years back, I, male 18 at the time, was visiting my long distance, now ex boyfriend, 19, in Portland, Oregon. I live in Chicago. It was over spring break, so I wouldn't miss any of my college courses since a course school always came before a relationship. I had been there about a week whenever we were having a good time and whatnot. Then, on one of our last days I was there, we were in bed and he was asleep, while I was still awake, still drunk from the evening, exhausted from doing things all day, and yet horny as fuck, unable to fall asleep. Instead of just ignoring it and going to the bathroom, I, being a dumbass, decided to try to to release, because I've got to change the word for the YouTube algorithm here. Tried to release without moving as not to wake him.
Just on pure willpower, huh? It's gonna bust out fucking solid willpower.
Yes. Do not ask me why I decided this was a smart move. I have absolutely no clue. I'm going at it and trying to hands-free for like 30 minutes, and it feels like I'm actually getting really close. For some reason, though, breathing is making it harder to get to the climax, so I held my breath. I felt like I was getting closer and closer, and whenever I was really straining, long story short, I never came and ended up gasping for air.
Fucking pass out and wake up 2 hours later.
My boyfriend woke up because I was panting and asked if I was okay. I told him I had a nightmare. We both went to sleep. The next morning, I wake up with a horrible pain in my chest. I'm thinking it's nothing really, assuming I slept funny, until I touch my neck and feel literal air bubbles underneath my skin.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Anytime I turned my head, it sounded like Rice Krispies crackling in my neck. At this point, my boyfriend is still asleep, and I'm Googling the symptoms. All results say it happens whenever you pop your lung, so I naturally freak out and text my mom and ask if I should go to the ER. She says yes, and I wake my boyfriend and we go to the ER. After an excruciating long day there, they tell me that I have a small hole in either my lung or some sac or something around my lung. I don't remember exactly, but I believe it's called pneumodiastium, and that I can't fly home. They say it's fairly common in thin guys my age, and I probably coughed too roughly or something. Little do they know. Dude,
Fucking bust at night. You almost bust both your fucking lungs.
I ended up taking a train home and missing close to 2 weeks of school, which ruined my GPA and caused me to lose my scholarship.
I'm homeless now.
By trying to,
Like, it's like the absolute spiral of his life.
all trying to bust without touching himself and holding his breath and like, ah.
Yeah, because somehow like that makes him focus more. I'm like, man, he must have been really like fucking trying his breath. Yeah. Jesus.
Pop along.
I used to hold my breath all the time for fun. See how long you can hold your breath?
But he was straining apparently.
Apparently he was fucking struggling.
Like, it was straining. What was the question? Like,
Yeah, what the fuck? Was it just fucking the air?
that's just weird. Or just sitting there trying to do Kegels. Like,
Probably. Fucking broke his asshole too.
next one is by String of Maid. This person puts, I got my last bedroom TV in like 2016. Since it's been pointed out, my brain has confused years. That should have been 2012-ish. Before smart TVs, or at least before they became accessible to me. I had a Roku stick for it, and hence utilized 2 remote controls to operate it. Last summer, my son wanted a new Xbox, and since his one, I guess Xbox One, was still good for the cozy games I sometimes play, I said, why not keep it for my bedroom and get myself a new TV while I'm at it? So I got a Roku TV, cheap. Did what I needed to, much bigger than my older one, great for the eyes. 1 unit remote that looked like my Roku stick remote. So I used it for a while, Xbox and streaming. Then, like I do, I fell out of TV and games mode for a while. Gotta rotate those special interests, you know? Well, after a few weeks, I went to my TV to turn it on and could not find the TV remote. There's the Roku remote, but no TV remote.
No.
Oh well, this cycled a few times. It sporadically wanted to use the TV, no remote, etc. Several months went by, and I'm staring at the Roku remote one day, wondering where the TV remote could have possibly gone. When it dawned on me, I only have one remote now. It's the Roku remote
Right.
for the Roku TV. So he's like, "Where the fuck is the TV remote?"
Guess you just never like. I guess because I still use two remotes.
Yeah,
It's easier for the TV and the other one for the satellite.
Yeah.
But I mean, I understand like sometimes they,
just not thinking about it.
they merge together really well.
Next one is by Peaceful Love Nirvana. It's a bunch of words that all basically are synonyms to each other.
It turned out to be the most violent story we've ever heard.
This happened last year and was one of the most painful experiences of my life. My fiance, if I can even talk, my fiance and I went to our wedding in the Bahamas. Ooh, special. When we got to our hotel, our room wasn't ready yet. We decided to drop our stuff off in a locker and walk to the beach where we were told just down the block. I only had sneakers readily accessible and didn't feel like wearing them to the beach, so I figured I could walk with barefoot since we were so close. That should be fine, right? Wrong. I got down the block from the hotel and I was in agony. My fiance suggested that I go back to the back, but it was hot and I thought we were closer to the beach than what I figured it'd be okay. Wrong once again. The beach ended up being a half mile away from the hotel. We weren't at a resort, so I didn't want to be alone with my fiance. Ran to go get my shoes. I decided to power through. Once we got to the beach, my feet were already starting to peel.
Jesus Christ.
Thankfully, our friend who lives in the Bahamas was able to give us a ride back to the hotel so we didn't have to walk back. By the time we got back, the feet was already starting to come off from the bottom of my feet. At the rehearsal dinner, I was already unable to walk. The rest of the trip was spent by taking every step in utter agony. The one activity I wanted to do, swimming with the pigs, I guess in the Bahamas. I guess you can do that.
Oh yeah, there is. These pigs are like all over the little island.
Yeah. Was spent in so much pain and I had to wear sneakers in the water. Thankfully, a lifeguard bandaged my feet, but wasn't helpful with the pain. On the way home, I had to get a wheelchair at the airport.
Jesus, man, you fucked your whole vacation up.
By the time we got home, the skin on the bottom of my feet was gone. I ended up going to the ER and had a pretty nasty infection.
Jesus.
I had to miss work for a week and I could not walk. So yeah, wear shoes outside of the Bahamas.
Yeah, I would have just had my shoes with me anyway.
Yeah, I would have too. Like, fucking retard.
Not only that, but like the minute I started feeling hot, I'm like, I'm going back because I'm not about to fucking burn my feet.
Imagine walking
half a fucking mile.
I mean, you're not walking through regular grass and shit. You're walking on concrete that's hot as hell.
Jeez, what a moron.
Next one is by Coffee Bitch. Not a huge fuck up, just a dumb one. For the last few weeks, I've noticed a rhythmic clicking sound coming from both of my AirPods whenever I work out, specifically when using the treadmill or stair climber. The clicking is the same volume no matter the volume of the music. It seemed to occur whenever I was moving, not when standing still. I reached out to Apple support, and they had never heard of such a problem.
Like, bitch, what the fuck is you talking about? Imagine Apple like, what?
What? I tried reconnecting the AirPods, no luck. I brought them to the store, and they could not figure out what was wrong, so they suggested that I upgrade to a newer model. My previous AirPods were a couple of years old at this point. I buy the new AirPods and try them out the next day at the gym. The clicking is still there. This continues for a few days until one day I notice that the clicking is gone. The only difference is that I'm no longer wearing earrings.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I realized that my small hooped earrings had been rhythmically banging against my AirPods each time I took a step.
Wow. Fucking spend like what? How much are the AirPods?
At least $250.
Like $250 on brand new AirPods for no fucking reason. Just because your fucking earrings are clickety clacking. Jesus.
You big ass hoop earrings.
I'm like, God dang, girl, what did you fucking wear?
What was the old saying? The bigger the hoops, the bigger the slut.
I don't know.
Like the thing you can always tell who the sluts were in school. The ones that wore the big old hoop earrings and shit. It's like, oh God, she's been fucked a lot.
She's a whore.
Next one is by Oh My Lanta 21.
Oh My Lanta.
This person says, hi all. Instead of hi y'all.
Hey y'all.
This happened this morning. I've been running 5 miles in the a.m. Think between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. because of the intense heat in my area. Now, I can relate. It's hot out there.
It's a hot day.
I recently got one of those water backpacks that carries 3 liters of water. Apparently, I drink more than I thought I did whenever it's easier to access. It was maybe 3:15, still pitch black other than the headlamp that apparently she's wearing when she's running. I'm running whenever I feel a familiar pressure on my belly. Gotta pee, pee, right fucking now.
Jeez. I guess she had to pee.
After 2 cesarean surgeries, it's extremely hard to hold it in, like very painful. My neighborhood is dark as fuck at this time, hence the lamp. So I decided I must find the darkest space and use the tallest rock to lean on and go. It goes from 0 to 100 in less than a minute.
Torrential downpour.
Thank God I was near the open forest and didn't have to search long. My eyes rest on a tall enough rock. Yeah, my eyes rest on a tall enough rock. I only clocked the height. That's it. I ran as fast as possible, whipped my leggings down like I'm Superman mid-change, and immediately relief I felt. Until I felt urine running down my leg. What the fuck? I'm a grown-ass woman. I know how to pee outside.
Okay.
I am in full squat mode. This shouldn't happen. I investigate, and I see a tiny little formation in the rock that juts out, causing the urine to sort of jump back up to my thigh and run down. Due to the torrent of urine coming from my body. I finish, clean myself up as much as possible, and think it's okay. Until I pull up my pants. That far away memory of being little and pulling up your pants after having an accident come back. Why are my pants so warm? Oh my God, I pissed so much and was so distressed about the pee on my legs that I forgot about my leggings. I accept my fate. I begin the 2-mile walk back home in my pee pants.
Damn.
I had a damn diaper rash whenever I got home. To be honest, I'm surprised my fucking shoes aren't filled. As I strip as fast as possible and hop in the shower. And now I know to always, number 1, bring toilet paper. And 2, look closely at the rock. Don't be me. Edit. The people in my DMs, I am not selling my pee pants. That's bad that you gotta go back and put that there.
People are like that.
Next one is by Revolutionary Bat 47. This person puts, this didn't happen today, but a couple of years ago. I don't know why people always do that. Just put the fucking story. I was on my way to the store to pick up a few items for dinner. Along the way, I was stopped by a homeless man in a wheelchair. He was having difficulty moving as the sidewalks were covered in snow. He asked me to help him push him to a liquor store. It's always a fucking liquor store. He asked me to help him push him through the snow to the liquor store. I oblige, as it's not too far away and the grocery store is in the same area. I'll do my good deed for the day. We're moving along nicely until we need to cross the street. There's a small snowbank built up, and I'm going to have to maneuver this man up and over it. I know. I'll tip the wheelchair. I'll tip the wheelchair and push. Well, as soon as I'd done that, my feet went from underneath me. I slipped forward and sunk my teeth into the man's dirty, disgusting head.
You fucking bit him? How the fuck did that series of circumstances have you bite down on some motherfucker?
Probably just the top.
Yeah, but it makes me like he's like hot guy.
I could taste his hair on my tongue.
The old man's like, what the fuck?
I pick myself up, pick him up.
Fucking blood running down the fucking back of his head.
He's bleeding from his head.
Yep.
I start to freak out that he's going to stab me. Thankfully, he was Canadian, very polite about the mishap. Oh, you sorry, mate? Okay.
What the fuck? Hey, man.
I bring him to the liquor store and give him $20 as an apology. I can still taste his head in my mouth.
Jeez, I'd go straight home and brush my teeth.
So I buy some mouthwash in the store and rinse all the way home. Would not recommend.
Weird. So it's always weird when you try to do a good deed and it fucking gets worse than it was.
Exactly.
You're like, well, fuck.
Next one is by Mermaid Paint.
Mermaid Paint.
This person puts, I've always eaten canned kidney beans, but times are rough, and I decided to try a beans and rice recipe with my Instant Pot this week. That includes dry beans, something I have never cooked before. I followed the directions, I cooked it, smelled good, and I couldn't wait to dig in. One problem? Some of the beans were undercooked. Who cares, right? Wrong. I didn't feel great. I have other GI issues, so the thought it might be related. The next day, I had some of the leftovers, and my GI system processed a lot. I was struggling not to throw up. That's whenever I Googled undercooked red kidney beans and realized I'd poisoned myself.
Damn.
The rest of the leftovers are going into the garbage. I checked the recipe again. It doesn't say anything about soaking the beans first. Maybe I should stick with canned. The rice came out perfect, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to cook your beans. You can't just eat raw beans. Like, at all. And last one for today is by Adventure Tart.
Adventure Tart.
Sorry, Adventurous Tart.
Oh.
This person puts. So, I have a thing for spice. Like, it doesn't scorch my mouth.
Spice.
That's always the thing. Like, if it doesn't scorch my mouth and make my nose drip, I don't want it. And I don't want to eat it.
I want to be an absolute fucking mess.
And I saw those Shin ramen noodles and and they served their purpose all right, and they were good. Except whenever I was making them, I got some of the fire sauce or whatever it's called all over my hands and didn't think to wash my hands because I was too worried about eating my noodles. Now I have a septum piercing. It's nice and nice and new and still healing, and moved it around because I don't. Let's see. God, the way it's written. Somebody had to type it off all their phone. And was moving it around because I don't like whenever it's all the way to one side. If it makes sense, it just think it looks stupid. And about 2 seconds after touching it, I felt pain I cannot describe. Yeah, spiciness on a fresh piercing.
Yeah. Shit must have fucking killed.
The best way I can describe it is Satan shoving his whole hand up into your nose and out your ass. I could actually feel the burning of my toes. I was sitting on the ground, rolling like I was on fire. I think my stop, drop, and roll instincts kicked in because I felt my body like it was in a lake of fire of hell. I don't think God could save me from this pain. In the process of trying to extinguish the eternal flame that was sitting in my nose, I managed to spill a bowl of dog food. And then, whenever the pain really died down, I had to clean up the pile of dog food too. But the noodles were bomb, worth it 100%.
Fuck. Shit would kill.
Get a spicy sauce on a piercing.
Yeah. A freshly pierced piercing, man.
Oh,
Must have fucking burned the hell out of her. Or him, I don't know.
I didn't say.
That person.
It's just an adventurous tart.
Man, it's like the same thing. I'm touching your cock after you could touch like jalapenos or something.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, no.
Oh. The fire is real.
Hell is real.
So imagine a piercing there and then touching it.
Man.
With a jalapeno hand.
Like a freshly pierced cock.
Oh.
And you fucking grip down to pee and you just wipe your hands all over the fucking piercing and the hole and there's like jalapenos and you're just like, well, this is my life now.
Pain.
Permanent, eternal pain.
Hey, remember you said you wanted pleasure with pain. There you go. Spread it.
Spread the joy. Good God. Good God, y'all. Why?
But that's all the Reddit I've got today. Anything else to add before we head out?
I guess that's it for life.
All right. Well, with that, we will see you guys on the next episode.